Remember this car? Remember the plans that we had for this car?
They're still there.
Are they?
Yes.
Well, what are we doing today?
Well, I'm just going to see a neighbour.
Alright, okay.
Nothing else.
And what's this in regards to?
Oh, they need help.
Right.
Moving a car.
Okay. Oh my god. You do this nervous laugh quite a lot here. I'd love to film you from the outside inside, but wow. Maybe it's just because it's white. It's really bringing it out. You've been awful quiet here.
I'm just...
That's your usual 1.9 litres of fury that these come with. Oh, we have a look. That's going to sound mighty. It doesn't look too crusty under here. Interesting.
Do these...
There we go. It has an amount of black, a lot of water. The water's most likely condensation. So,
All the best.
I never knew you could actually get this much mould on a car. It's an exquisite amount of filth.
You think we should just...
Yeah, let's just send it. Go on, unleash the fury.
There's no fury. Right, there is a little immobiliser thing here. Or... Do you think that? Do you think that's something that you need to touch?
So I'm getting my kit bag out of the car, right? Cameras and such, because I'm around at Gianni's again. And I thought I'll preempt this and stick this video on. Because following yesterday's trip to his neighbours, I've got a feeling he wants to buy this car for himself. And it wouldn't start, and it's a bag of So I was like, no, don't buy this, please walk away. So I think we're alright. But just to be on the safe side, we're putting the camera on.
It's not meant to do that, is it?
No.
It's not very pressury either.
I'm pretty sure we said we were walking away from this.
I know. You did and I agreed, but in my head I was like, nah.
As we couldn't get it started, you must have got it started to move it here.
I just pushed it, rolled it.
Up the hill.
No, funnily enough I had to get it transported. 3 doors up.
What is it about this 4-pot pile of moss that you are sold on? I think you've bought this just because you want to clean it.
Yeah, it turns out the whole internet want to clean it as well.
Really?
I've had a lot of people asking if I can clean it, but...
So see, once we clean it, can we scrap it?
Yeah, I just want to give it to the scrapyard clean.
Okay. Get this cleaning out your system. And then, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you happier.
Look at it. There's a nice comparison. The entire car was pretty much that. And now Yeah, you can still see it.
Aye, there's a lot. I mean, the worst of it's off, but I think this paint's probably still going to need a fair old chunk of work.
I'd say it looks pretty good, considering we haven't still touched it with our hands yet.
No, so it's had a significant amount of jet wash to begin with.
Yeah.
Then it had some product made by Demon Shine, which was a waste of time.
Yeah, that was just so I didn't have to use the good stuff yet.
And then we got the good stuff out because we thought, let's stop wasting time.
Yep.
So it got snow foamed. It looks shiny because the snow foam's giving it a wee layer for the water to adhere to. But if we look close out with the water, once that dries off, we're still going to get quite a matte finish, I think. For example, still a lot of grime. It's not quite off yet. So once we get the car dry, out with citrus, lance it again,
Yes.
and then 2 bucket.
2 buckets.
Why not 3 buckets?
Why not 5 buckets?
Give that a few minutes to do its thing, then we'll hit it with the dishwasher again. I have noticed that you've been rinsing it a powerful amount.
Well, it's like you said, every time you spray it with something, a little black thing pops out like a wick or a cranny.
It's just constant dirt.
I'm worried that it's just seals. You can just break it up.
You may wonder why Gianni's filling his washing bucket with a hose. If you look closely, you'll see the steam coming off it. Because Gianni's the only man I know that has an outside tap hooked up to the hot pipe. Oh, start the f***ing roof for f***'s sake.
Really?
Top down, man. Try and make it look professional here. Really get in. There you go, that's coming off. I'll do my side. You do your side. And we'll see which one's the cleanest. Acid free. That means it's not very good.
I probably should have used like
Acid. Yeah.
Did we clean the engine?
We should clean everything else. My God. If Easy Start goes in there and we get a cough and a splutter, we'll know that our first suspicion, which is bad fuel, will be the reason that this guy isn't kicked to life. Whilst that is an obvious answer, it's also not ideal because this car has how much fuel, G?
Don't know. I can't really
An amount of fuel in the fuel tank.
1 minute it showed a full tank and then next it showed nothing. I'm hoping it's nothing.
Foot in the throttle? Yep. Okay. So with a whole load of Easy Start up its arse, it's still not kicking. So we've got an issue with spark. Sit rep. We have taken plugs out and found them to be A, covered in oil, B, not making a spark. We have either got a coil pack with stuff, which is possible, or an immobilizer, which is doing horrible things, which is also possible. So, given that the alarm still keeps going off randomly, we have tried to recode fobs for 2 hours and it won't do it. Similarly, the alarm module that's supposed to lock and unlock the doors hasn't done it once the whole time we've been here. So my suspicions are as follows: dodgy alarm immobilizer thing causing issues, or that, or both. Once we fix that, we then have to deal with all the oil that's leaking into the spark plugs, and then bonus round number 3, whatever this suspected water leak was that originally immobilised the car 6 years ago.
Something like
Nice. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm alright. Still doesn't run.